Hi everyone. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little illustration of what I've been doing recently. You all know that I was in Africa, and it was a really, really rough trip. Probably one of the roughest trips that I've had to the South when I went into South Sudan. It was my first time. It was my first time in South Sudan, and needless to say, it was quite an adventure. So when I came back, with the fact that sometimes we had we had less water available, less food, maybe not the right food, no vegetables. I definitely came back to the U.S. I would say with a little bit of body disturbances. So I had a lot of joint pains, muscle aches. I could barely move, as a matter of fact. I was wondering what was wrong with me. And at that point in time, I kind of heard this little voice in my head that said it's time to make sure and get back to the basics. So, some of you know my health little trip that I took way back, and that wasn't a little trip, it was a major trip, and it changed. I changed my lifestyle back in around 2012, 13, and at that point in time, I went vegetarian and lost quite a bit of weight and continued my health habits and really stuck to that diet for the most part for those first 2 years. Then as life kind of went on and all these other kind of changes in my life, job changes, etc., sometimes your life gets a little bit harried, and so you go back sometimes to some old habits. So I decided at this point, enough is enough, and go back to the true lifestyle that suits my body. And for me, I decided to go a little bit further than vegetarian. I actually went raw vegan. I went to Hippocrates recently, Hippocrates Center in West Palm Beach on Doctor's Days, and learned all that I could learn about sprouting and about eating raw vegan and the health benefits of it. And because of that, I decided to do that at home. Instead of just going to vegetarian, I went raw vegan. And I feel so much better. The muscle pains and joint pains that I had absolutely went away within a matter of about 4 to 5 days after being on this. My allergies, which I've had to take Zyrtec every day for years, actually I stopped it. And I had no allergy issues. Took one tablet just recently because of the issues with the rain and the itchy eyes, but once in 2 weeks, and no problems. So that is how amazing I have felt. You can imagine, with so much changes that are happening in our lives, sometimes we do need to kickstart and make some changes that are right for our bodies. So for me, it was raw vegan. And I'm going to show you in the next video all the fun things I've been creating. But it's, I know already, I can feel within a matter of a few days, not even a few days, few hours, 12 hours after beginning it, you can imagine I must have been really depleted in nutrients while in Africa, because I actually started to detox very quickly. And although we had some great greens and some great veggies in Kenya, sometimes in other areas where there's war, like South Sudan, veggies do not come easily. As a matter of fact, we had 0 veggies except for beans and rice. So not easy. So you really have to be able to have other ways to manage with your greens. So anyways, I've got new adventures coming up over the next few weeks. I've got new jobs. I've got just great and wonderful things that are happening, and lots of travel. And I want to be fit, but most importantly, I want to feel well. I don't want joint pains, back pain, and all these other issues that come with being toxic in your body due to poor eating habits or lack of exercise. I've also gone back to my regular swimming, and so feeling great. Just wanted to take you a little bit through my journey, and I guess some of you, I'll see you soon. I hope you enjoy the other video on the sprouting.